Lenape Nation had territory through Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York, bordering on the Haudenosaunee or Iroquois Confederacy. During the American War of Independence, the band of Lenape, who hunted where the Folk Museum now sits, followed Joseph Brant, the Mohawk warrior statesman, into the Northern Confederated Indians in their support of Britain. In this part of the museum park, there will be a Munsee Lenape cabin and canvas-covered wigwam as one would find in this region before the war. Next, we walk northwest towards our Romanychal camp. British and Scandinavian Roma, commonly referred to as gypsies, were deported to the colonies as indentured servants. There is evidence some escaped and became nomadic early on, doing goldsmithing in copper, making baskets, and telling fortunes. Here we will have a bender or bow tent, similar to the Lenape wigwam in structure, a small open wagon, and coppersmithing tools. ADA-approved paths will run through the museum park, with resting places, where materials may be explained by guides, and craftspeople can show how the community was built from materials available in the natural environment. The 4 cabins will be a Highland Scots cabin, that of John Moore, whose land the site was in 1770s, a free black family, a Quaker family like that of the Corbins and Scudders who settled here during Moore and Brant's time, the Quaker cabin being a stop on the Underground Railroad. The history of free black families in Greene and Delaware County is a little-told story of this part of New York State. Slavery came to Roxbury Grand Gorge as the community grew towards the end of slavery in New York. This story will be told in both the free black and Quaker exhibits. Today we live in a world of oil. Almost everything in your life is made of plastic, of polyethylene, the paint, the bottles, everything you use, much of it is made from oil. When the Catskills were being settled, it was a world of natural resources: wood, iron, clay, glass. Some Catskill residents never traveled far from their townships, but the wood from their land made it possible for their new nation to trade with the world. When we think of food production in the Catskills, we think of dairy. However, the wooden hulls of the fishing boats in America's fisheries were made from wood from the Catskills. Much of what we make out of plastic today was made by whalebone, and the wood for the whaling ships came from the Catskills. The hemp for the rigging was grown in the Catskills. Light was produced by burning whale oil in glass lamps, glass made from melted sand, and the tin parts of the lamp came from the tin mines across the Hudson. Everything of leather aboard ship, from the shoes and sea boots of the crew to the leather butterfly patches on the corners of sails, leather was made in tanneries in the Catskills. Presently, we're collecting items for a Rent Wars exhibit.